So one of the biggest questions is, will Jim Carrey be in Sonic 4 or any future Sonic movies? Again, this is actually one of the biggest questions we have. Because Jim Carrey is when it comes to him being in movies, he usually doesn't be in sequels. Very rarely they actually do make sequels to Jim Carrey movies. I think Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber are the only exceptions. And also they'll likely make and also they confirmed to make a sequel to that 2000s Grinch movie. So that means Jim Carrey, I think with the Sonic movies, is now being more open to sequels. But this guy is of course near the end of his career. Maybe that Grinch sequel is probably like the last movie he's gonna be making outside of Sonic 3, obviously. But other than that, we talked about potential recasting of Robotnik. He says, honestly, can't imagine anyone else other than Jim Carrey. But basically, if he doesn't want to be in the movie, they can't do anything about it, obviously. They can't force him to stay in the movie. Jim Carrey is a person that with free will. But he needs to be discussing what the next step of it or what of it will. We'll have to wait through and see until Sonic 3 and will things land as well. And basically, if they can postpone Sonic 3, of course, there's always tons of ideas. Again, there's tons of Sonic games after Adventure 2, obviously, and they can obviously make way more material with the Sonic movies. So, marks his third role appearing in every character in the entire trilogy. First time ever, he also played Gerald Robotnik, his character's grandfather. Gerald the game is presumably to create a space guardian Arkansas the Hedgehog. And Sonic 3's main antagonist is voiced by Keanu Reeves as well. He has on and off again talks about retirement. There's a possibility that he may not return in the future. And the good news, there are plenty of potential villains in the Sonic universe that could fit, like Black Doom, and of course Metal Sonic as well. And of course other characters like Infinite, or the Titans from Sonic, or the end from Sonic Frontiers. Or you can put Chaos as the villain as well, which is another Sonic villain from Sonic Adventure as well, and of course you can also have Dr. Eggman Nega, okay, which is from the Sonic Game Boy Advance games, and it could as well. And the thing with Dr. Robotnik, they could easily just cast someone else with it. Obviously, there's tons of other comedians that could work as Dr. Eggman as Robotnik, but if they want to kill the tone, if Jim Carrey says no, they will have to cast someone else. And I think people, us as Sonic fans, will have to understand that Jim Carrey is in his 60s. Okay, he is no longer in his prime, and he might retire from making movies in the future. Okay, this is very very likely to happen, and without Eggman, they do have other villains they can go into, obviously, and other forms of Eggman. But heck, they can just use someone. They can also create. But again, they even have classic and new Eggman as characters, so they can really just, do like the whole modern classic Sonic thing and just have someone else. But yeah, we have that here. And basically, that is it about this video. So what do you think? Do you think Dr. Eggman will be recast or replaced because, Jim Carrey doesn't want to, be in any more movies? Whether a huge possibility, obviously, here. Here. But yeah, that's what this video here. Goodbye.